Good morning. It's Friday, October 4th. We made it through another week. And today I'm going to read from Isaiah chapter 54 because he is actually talking to women. And it did go through my head that this is actually a political issue nowadays about women having children and not having children and things. And of course, I'm not going to get into any politics, but God really cares about women and He loves them. And I'm just going to read a little bit here. He says, "Sing, O barren, you who have not born. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you who have not labored with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married woman, says the Lord. Enlarge the place of your tent, and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings. Do not spare. Lengthen your cords, and strengthen your stakes. For you shall expand to the right and the left, and your descendants will inherit the nations, and make the desolate cities uninhabited." And he says, he's talking to women who have not had children, and it says, this is at the end of the chapter, he says, "This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me," says the Lord. So if there was a woman back then who didn't have a child, she was ashamed, and whether she was married or not, apparently he says there's more of the children of the desolate. So he is saying there's more children of single mothers than there are of married women. I don't know what the statistics are today, but he says, don't be ashamed. He said, go ahead, make your house, make it, don't make it small if you think you're the only one there. He says, just enlarge it, put the curtains on, lengthen the cords, make everything, prepare your house for guests, for children, for those that will come into your home. And he says, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, forget your widowhood even. And he says, for your maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name. And he says, with great mercies he will gather you, and with everlasting kindness he'll have mercy on you. And he's talking about his covenant of peace. He wants us to feel beautiful and at peace. And sometimes I think he might be talking to Israel as if she was a woman, but he is also comparing women to this. And he says, your children shall be taught by the Lord. Great shall be the peace of your children. In righteousness you'll be established. You'll be far from oppression, so you do not have to fear. And he says, at the very end, he says, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, says the Lord. So he does not want us to be ashamed, no matter what our situation. If we are servants of the Lord, our righteousness doesn't come from what somebody else says or does or what people think about us, whether we've had a child out of wedlock or not or whatever. Our righteousness doesn't come from the leaders of the church even. Our righteousness comes from God. It is from God. If we are a servant of the Lord and we do everything that he wants us to, and we should enlarge our home and just make it welcome, and perhaps he's talking about, I kind of get the idea that he's talking about even adopting some of these children of the desolate, because there's more children than there are children of a married woman. So he is just kind of really coming through loud and clear to not be ashamed of whatever our situation. He says maybe for a little minute he had a little wrath, and he said, but then he has, but now everlasting kindness, and he is going to have mercy on us. So even if we have messed up, and there's a lot of us out there that have had children from different fathers and stuff, he's saying he loves us and he understands how we feel, and he wants us to know our righteousness does not come from anyone or anything on this earth. Our righteousness comes from him, and we should not be ashamed. We deal with our issues, then we become a servant of the Lord, and we make a beautiful house for those to come in and we just go on serving God. So hopefully that speaks to someone today. Have a great day, a great weekend, and God bless you.